welcome to the Untouched Quest. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Siri. And we're reading the Elfquest comics issue by issue. So if you want to support our podcast, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com. And remember to follow us on your favorite podcast platform.
Today we're going to talk about Shards 9 and 10. The rebellion is growing larger. Venka is starting up to the enemy. Tuaj is breaking his own rules. It's time for the elves to gather. The piece-hounds are assembling. Scott goes on a suicide mission, and Shuna comes eye to eye with her father.
I don't know if this is about the time this issue was actually written or what it is, but yet again, we're like with this, oh, you can do this better because she's just a girl.
Yeah.
Like, she's fighting so good, but she's just a girl. I was like, but girl can be as good as boys, you know?
I don't think it has so much to do with the time it's written as more like time it's supposed to be in. Like medieval time, like 1300s.
Maybe, yeah.
Like their view on women was very different from what it is today.
I know, and I know there's countries who has a poor woman's view as well, but
yeah,
I just feel Elfquest was better than this in a way, you know?
But I think that's why it's put in there this way as well, like showing how the human culture has evolved and
True.
how we used to view the different genders and how we used to differentiate between girls and boys. Like, elves have never done this. The humans are doing this.
True that.
And like, I think that's an important difference here, that it's a human society that's decided that girls were not as good as boys, not Elfquest in itself.
True. Is Shuna such a unique name that, like, when someone is just saying hail Shuna, just Shuna, nothing more, like, it's not saying her middle name, last name, nickname, something that could actually pinpoint it to her, and her father is like, that brat, that's my brat. And I'm like, there's hundreds of Elizabeths in this town.
Yeah,
there's hundreds of Siris in this town. So if my parents go around that they heard Siri, they're not like, oh, my daughter is here. No, they're just ignoring it.
Yeah, because once her father hears that it's Shuna, he knows, like, oh, it's my brat. But like, to this date, we have not heard a reoccurring name in Elfquest. So it might just be that people have a lot better imagination when it comes to names than we do now.
I was just more like, it's clever for the author to name all the characters different names so we don't mix them up.
Yeah, that's very clever.
Not because actually the characters within the story are clever, because I don't give that to the human. I give it to the elves.
But
the elves are clever.
Elves
The elves have
really
unique,
creative names.
They have to, like, earn their name.
Yeah.
Like Redlands, who was Redmark before.
Yeah, like, they're super creative and they have so much impact on who they are as persons.
Yeah, it's a part of their personality too.
Yeah, just like One Eye. I don't remember what One Eye's name was before One Eye.
Mm-hmm.
But he became One Eye because he lost an eye.
Yeah, easy to remember too.
Yeah.
But I don't give that to the human though. And Shuna is not like...
But I feel like this father is a very self-obsessed person.
Oh, probably. It couldn't
so
be
that
anyone else than my daughter.
Once he hears his daughter's name, he's like, it has to be my daughter, because who else could it be? There could not be anyone else, because me, my family, and my daughter, and she's a runaway. She's not welcome in her home anymore. It kind of has to be her. Like, there's no other way that there could possibly be another Shuna.
True, but... And also that he's just like, I have to deal with this before the Djun knows, because then the Djun will kill me. I'm like, why would the Djun kill you because your daughter is rebellious? Like, she moved out years ago.
No. He threw her out just now.
No, she ran away, you know.
Yeah, but like, that wasn't years ago.
Wasn't it?
No, it was the start
ago.
of Shards.
Oh, shoot. But still.
But like, she ran away and her father has said that she's not welcome in their home anymore. But I think that they feel like as a family, as a father, you should have control over your family. It doesn't matter that like she's run away or you threw her out.
She has her own opinion and own mind. So like,
this human doesn't see it that way.
If your father goes to prison, you're not like automatically going to prison just because your father went to prison.
No, but also he knows that she's very sympathetic with the elves.
Yeah.
So I think that he like feels the pressure from knowing she's very sympathetic with the elves.
Of course, he's close to the Djun, so.
And and that like it's more likely to be his daughter because of that. Well, that's true. It's more likely to be your Shuna because she have had several run-ins with the elves and she believes very strongly in them.
Yeah.
Oh, we also got a new curse word. Druk.
Oh. Yeah, I noticed it, but it wasn't that fun.
No. And
I didn't really understand. I felt it was just like more kind of a made-up swear word that you make up so the kids won't use the real swear word in a way.
Yeah, but like the Elfquest swear words are usually very fun.
Yeah. This wasn't, but this wasn't Elfquest, was it? Or
it's a stupid human word.
Yeah, it was human. But Winnowill is trying to get into Rayak's brain.
Oh, she's trying hard to get into Rayak's brain.
She needs to know how to put the palace back together and how to read the scrolls.
Yeah.
Is there a trick to it though, or is it just like power and will and stuff?
Like she tries to break into his mind.
Yeah, but like it feels like she thinks it's a trick to
putting the pieces together.
Yeah, so
well,
she
the trick is all the wolf riders.
Yeah, but it sounded like Rayak could possibly do it himself too, but just to have all the power to make it right the first time, he wants everyone there. You know, that's just how it sounded to me.
The way I read it.
But I know everyone is coming for them all to put the palace back together.
I did that. He says to Venka that only as a group can we put the palace together properly.
Yeah, properly.
So like you can force the pieces to look like the palace, but it won't be like...
So he knows how to do it by himself. So he could tell Winnowill how to do it by herself.
But he wouldn't do that.
But is there a trick to it? Or is it just that Winnowill is stupid, you know?
Well, Winnowill can't use the scrolls of color.
No.
So I think it has to do with magic. And the kind of magic that they possess.
Probably like willpowers too.
Yeah, but I think it has a lot to do with like your kind of magic. Like Rayak's magic is more prone to work with the palace than Vinnowell's, who's a healer who doesn't really have those. Her powers can't really compare to Rayak's.
So true.
Because she's a healer.
Mm-hmm.
Like her, Mender, and Lita have very much the same kind of powers, though they're not the same thing. They're very much alike.
Yeah.
But hers and Rayak is very different.
They're really trying to make Mender heal himself and wake up.
Yeah.
And I laughed quite hard when I read this because Flam is like not having it. He's ready to move on. He's ready to go to the palace and meet up with Cutter because... Yeah,
he's so done with this.
Yeah. He came there for a treasure. He haven't got really anything yet and he just need to get his treasure.
Yeah.
And then like that, he gets so mad. He's like, you elves are so... like, go so easy on each other. And when things go bad, you just wrap your stuff in cocoons and you don't even dare to like face your... enemies or anything. You just wrap yourself up, like get your shit together. And he just like bitch slap Mender and be like, wake up.
He even said that Cutter's got to wait a few little years, so we had to wrap him up. Yeah, a few little 10,000 years.
Yeah,
a few little years. Yeah, poor Cutter who didn't want to live 10,000 years without his family. It also shows that Flam doesn't really have a lot of compassion.
No. And he's basically just like, where's your manlyhood? Put your shit back together.
Yeah.
And he just like bitch slap him and be like, wake up.
He says, you've got a troll's temper, use it, I dare you.
Mm-hmm.
Flam is Flam.
Yeah, but it works because Mender wakes up and he's like, "Oh, I'll get you for this, troll," and he heals himself and they move on.
I'll hold you to that.
Yep.
Yeah. But I really loved a comment from Venawil in the chamber. She says it to the Djun. She says that Rick and I are long-time opponents.
She almost used the L word, I think.
She did. I'm like, sure, opponents.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally what you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she wanted to say love mates.
I think so too.
Yeah.
That was just a bit too in there for her.
Mm-hmm.
She just couldn't use that word.
Nope. And by the way, how did they really decide how to split up their groups? Because when I think about it now, they have, or at least Cutter and his team has one magic user.
Yeah.
But
and
then,
the troll.
Yeah. But then,
that's because the troll really wanted to go with Cutter.
Yeah. But then on Mender's team, there's two, because you have Mender and Aurori. They're both magic users.
And a troll.
And then you have Tree Stump and Brooke. None of them are magic users.
No, but they're life mates.
Yeah, but they didn't get a magic user.
No.
Or a troll.
No.
And then, what was the last team? Crim. I don't get.
Crim, Scott, and Strongbow.
Yeah, still no magic users.
But they have a really
So why do they have two magic users and a troll in one team? So like divide it up a little.
I really like Strongbow's team because he has these two really crazy go backs and
Which
he just sits,
don't care about dying.
No, and he just sits back and like, oh, I guess I have to protect you guys.
Yeah, like he
their
says when
team works perfectly.
Yeah, like he says when Cutter is like, let's scatter.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, if we make it there, we will get there.
And then you have like in Aurori and Mender's team, I don't think that Cutter would trust Flam to guide them, one of them alone.
Maybe
to
not.
put one of them with Clearbrook and Strongbow. No, Clearbrook and Tree Stump. And Tree Stump and Clearbrook would not split up.
True that.
So it kind of, like they split up the trolls.
Mm.
And they split up the magic users as best they could and made the best of working teams.
Yeah, I just looked at it as a bit unfair.
I get you. Aurora also has a comment, like when they talk about wraps up and everything. She says that for us, it's sometimes harder to stay in the body than go out.
Yeah, but most of the wolf riders don't really leave the body.
Yeah, they do when they die.
Yeah, when they die.
That's what she's talking about.
Oh.
For the Earth, it's harder to...
I thought she talked about, going into the void.
No, I think she talks about dying.
Maybe.
That TikTok of yours is sure perking him up, isn't it, Missy? Because it's like talking, like sending to each other.
Oh, yeah.
And like, she is fighting so hard for him not to give up.
Yeah. But the harsh way worked better for Mender because Flam did a much better job to kick his ass and make him realize.
Yeah, because Aurora's telling him remember the palace, please, you must heal yourself, please. And he's awake and he responds with, wolves, lie down, let's go. So easy, drifting. Like he's talking about dying.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier for them to just die than to will themselves to stay alive.
Of course, because they know they have a life after death, so...
Yeah, or that's their beliefs.
Yeah, but we have seen them, heard them. So we know the elves, or the wolf riders get to choose where to go.
Yeah.
And the other elves goes to the palace, so...
Yeah. But we finally get to see Cutter and his group.
Mm-hmm. And they run into... is it one piece-hound or is there several of them?
There's two. You can see them in both of them in the picture. There's two of them.
Okay.
Yeah. And Petalwing is with Cutter.
Yeah, she is. And she get caught with one of the back snakes.
Yeah, in back snakes. Tentacles.
Mm-hmm. And I like it. She's like yelling out and being like, oh, they took me, help me. And Cutter is like, shut up, Bug. You're all right, okay?
Don't worry, you're fine.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just gonna keep you in his tentacle for a little while.
Yeah,
because
just don't
then you're
worry.
not annoying.
Yes, he would bother me if you just stay there.
Like, they could have caught Petalwing loose much sooner, I feel.
Yes,
Because
but it wasn't a priority.
He was flying
because
around for a while.
Yeah, but like Petalwing wasn't in grave danger, so it wasn't a priority to cut him loose.
No, it wasn't.
But Cutter and his wolf makes quite short use of this piece-hound. It goes down very, very fast.
Yeah, they have got the hang of this killing now.
But they haven't killed any before, though.
Oh, no, that's true. They haven't. But
these are the first two that they have met.
But
Cutter, like,
these hounds isn't that strong as we thought them to be.
No, and Cutter kills them in very, very short time. But then they're cornered by humans.
Or we get to see what happens.
If we count now, with Cutter's 2 hounds, they've killed 7.
Is it?
Yeah. He's killed 7. Strongbow, Crim, and Scott.
Wasn't it just 4 last episode? And then 2 more, then it's 6. Well, 6 or 7.
6 or 7. But, like, before we understood there were 9.
Yeah, at least we thought it was 9. But there was like at least 7.
Because they said that there were 8 and 1 piece-hounds.
Yeah.
There's apparently not.
No.
Because
or they have made more after that.
Yeah,
that
because there are 7 more alive still.
Yeah. At least.
Yeah.
That we've seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But before we get to see what happened with Cutter and the gang, we're back in probably the tower within the tower.
And Two Edge is showing some new sides of himself.
He's grown pretty fond of Venka.
Oh, he's grown quite fond of her.
Like what we see later as well, I don't think this was a part of the plan. Like this just happens right now.
Oh yeah. This is definitely not his plan because she begs, please help me, Two Edge. Help me go to him quickly. She wants to see her dad because she knows that Veneville is torturing Rayak.
Yeah, and he let her.
He shows her the way.
Mm-hmm.
And how to get in there.
So she can get into the room with all the palace pieces.
One of the 3 rooms with the palace pieces.
Oh no, isn't it that she gets to see all of them? She just has to figure out.
Yeah, no, she runs through 2 of them into the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she stops Veneville from bothering her father.
Yeah.
Which shows the Djun that Veneville isn't as strong as he believes she was.
Uh-huh.
Because he was like, you can stop her? You can handle her? He even goes to the lengths saying to Veneville that he couldn't have her before because he was afraid what would happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
But now with Venka around, he can have her.
Because he knows that Venka could just stop Veneville if she tries something.
Yeah.
He also says that she's too valuable to kill.
Of course she is, because all he thinks about is like, I can finally fuck this woman without killing myself.
Yeah.
And I can get some sleep.
Suddenly some palace pieces comes crushing down from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's basically because Venka asked for help from Two Edge, and Two Edge is basically like throwing the pieces down on the Djun to stop him from like hurting Venka.
Yeah. That was a warning. Put down your sword. She shall live as I wish it.
And we all know that like if the Djun doesn't do as Two Edge want him to do, he won't get anything back from Two Edge. And he's pretty Like, he needs all the stuff that Two Edge makes him.
Oh,
so.
yeah. And I love Vinwell's response because she knows everything.
She's laughing her ass off.
Yeah, splendid. At long last, by Vol's crown, my half-breed son is smitten.
Yeah.
He protected someone and she instantly knew that he was in love.
Yep. Because he has never done stuff like that before. Yeah,
No.
just like, if he wasn't smitten, he would have just let Djun kill her. Because that's part of the game.
Yeah.
He can't handle who lives or die. That's just part of the game.
Mhm.
But not with Venka.
No. And at this point, the Djun actually starts to use his brain.
Yeah.
I'll strike you a bargain. I need rest. Keep Vineville in check while I sleep. And I'll grant you a private moment with him over there. That's a really good deal.
It is for all of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes. Him resting means that Vineville will be alone with Rhea for a while. But she gets to talk to Reg all alone.
Yeah. But what Vineville is like, you can just talk all you want because he is not talking because
Yeah.
he's pretending he wasn't awake.
Yeah, he was holding her off. Like, he still can't move his body and he can shield her because he tried to shield Venka when the Djun threatened her.
Yeah, but he is weak, but he can still
But he can talk.
Yeah.
And Vineville, being Vineville, goes on like, don't trust her. She'll murder you in your sleep.
Oh, yeah, she says that to the Djun, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just...
Actually, when they walked to his bedchambers,
Yeah.
my mind was in a way different place because I was just like, wasn't you supposed to watch Vineville? I thought she was gonna stand back with Vineville and Rhea, so she's watching Vineville like not moving from there, you know? So I was like, oh, so you're gonna sleep with the Djun now? You're gonna be his mistress now? Like, I was like, no, Venka, no, you're so tiny compared to the Djun.
Don't do that.
No. And I was like, oh, you're just gonna guard his door.
Yeah, you're just gonna make sure that Vineville doesn't come and try and kill him.
Yeah. And I was just, it would have made more sense if she stayed with Vineville at all time, because the Djun was watching Vineville at all time, making sure she didn't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought Venka was gonna do
Yeah,
too.
like watch over Vineville, not watch over my body.
Yeah, because
he might
as long as she is with Vineville and Vineville is not going to the Djun, she's not gonna kill him.
But he might also be scared of like other beings or things or people coming to try to kill him.
But he basically just said, don't let Vineville come in here.
He did, but
So-
there might be other, like, she thinks that Vineville can make other people do stuff, and you know.
Yeah, you never know. And when she's watching, Two Edge is just like, run, maiden, run. You have the chance to like escape now. But she doesn't, because she made a promise to the Djun. The Djun has kept his side of the promise.
Yeah.
And is
Now
it
she
like
has
a
to keep
wolf
hers.
rider thing? You always keep your promises, or is it just her values?
I think it's a both thing.
Okay.
Like, I feel like wolf riders would also do that as long as
Yeah.
they didn't feel threatened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she doesn't feel threatened by the Djun
No.
at this moment. She feels that
It's a
she
good
has
thing
made
to-
a promise.
Yeah, and it's a good thing keeping him on your side.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping him away from Winnowill is a good thing.
Absolutely.
But Two Edge does not like that.
No, and he basically breaks his own rules.
Yeah, she didn't run. She chose to stay with him. Wants him. My maiden, no.
Yeah, and my maiden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he contacts Cutter for help.
But I love this. He's like so twisted and running through the tunnels. Djun is what he is because of me. He may steal the elves' precious things, not mine. I will help Cutter's warriors enter my citadel. The sooner they're inside, the sooner the naughty Djun's towers will crash around his and their mother's ears. Be it saved or destroyed, I care not for the palace. I will have my maiden or nothing.
would see that he has really changed his like
Yes.
goal with the whole thing. This was not the plan at all. He
No.
is so in love that he's just like, I have to do everything to save Venka because she is mine. The Djun can have her, the elf can have her, she's mine.
Before this, he was like, if Cutter manages to get into the Citadel, I will give him a hint. I'll help him a little bit.
But now he's like, I'm helping you all the way.
I'll open the door.
Yeah.
Come on, me bro. I'll let you
I
in.
give you the map. Oh, no, even better. I'll be your guide.
Yes. Like, this is on. Vino is going down. The Djun is going down. Everyone is going down because I want my maiden.
Yeah. I like this two-edge though because he has really a drive. It's not just fun.
Yes, he has a
and
real
game.
resolve, and he knows
Yeah.
he's fighting for something that is not like, if this side wins, I'm like this, or if that side wins, I'm like that. He's not trying to decide something with
it's just
whoever
a
wins.
pure goal.
Yeah, and a goal is only for his own pleasure, though it will help the Wolf Riders immensely.
Yeah, but Cutter doesn't trust this two-sided troll.
I don't judge him for that.
I wouldn't trust him either if he just like called me and be like, come over to my place, I'll show you. Like,
yeah.
nah. But they are trapped though in like a dead end. So they don't really have a choice.
No, they don't, because a lot of humans is coming, and they've found the piece-hounds, and they're now like hiding on top of this bridge, this very short bridge.
Yeah, and Cutter has a really good point though. It's like, now that we have linked minds, now that you've been so stupid to actually send to me, I can find you. And I hadn't really thought about that before. Like, that has been mentioned so many times with Venaville and her like black sending everything.
Yeah, that if you send and she hears you, she know where you are.
Yeah, but just that if you just talked once, it's almost like you have like Find My iPhone in your brain.
Yeah, it's like a tracking mechanism. Like, I can find you because we sent. But while they're like hiding up on this bridge, a human goes over the ledge, and the troll grabs him and kisses him and then throws him off.
Oh yeah. I kind of missed that part.
I was like, seriously?
And he's just like, a troll.
And
I don't want to kiss a troll.
And her response is like, see, he's falling for me. That's because you threw him off the wall.
Yeah. And not just because he's using the arm that he was actually holding himself on the ledge to like rub and clean off his mouth after the kiss too. So like he's basically letting go because he's like, oh, I don't want to troll boogies
like,
on me.
Ew, this is disgusting.
Yeah. Just imagine what she's eating. It wouldn't taste that delicate anyway.
No.
But if they didn't had two-edge, they wouldn't be able to escape.
No. Cutter's like, I don't know why, but they're hesitating. Let's climb the wall. And he just runs down and distracts the human. The day I can't mislead a pack of humans, make them chase their own tails. I'm no son of Bearclaw. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's perfect.
It is. Because Bearclaw would stand back and fight them.
No, he would have led them in a trap, or like,
oh yeah, or he would
to
have
chase their own tails
too. Like,
yeah, but he wouldn't have like ran and hid. He would have like jumped on the wolf and like led him in a wrong way and just misled them and spent their time like had fun with it.
And Cutter sends to everyone else to meet with the highest tower in the Citadel. Yeah,
which is what Two-Edge told him.
Yeah. And everyone's like, yep, let's go there. And this is where Strongbow is like, if I can keep this death-loving go-backs in one piece, Aurori, I will be there. It's like, I'm struggling to keep these people off.
These two
humans
are trying to murder themselves. If I manage to keep them alive, I'll be there.
Yeah.
But I can't promise nothing. But it's true though, because they will jump into every fight that they find.
Yep.
That's why I think it's a really good team up, because Strongbow can sit there and be like the wise old man and like, oh, you guys are so stupid. Why are you doing this? And I feel sorry for Clearbrook and Tree Stump because they're really far away.
Yeah, they have the longest way to go.
They have to travel basically through all the stairs of the Citadel all the way up there because they're like in the forest outside.
Yeah. But also they don't have any magic users to help them. Like
they have 2 wolves though.
Yeah, but like with Aurori, she can fly and scout for them. Yeah. While in Cutter's team, they
Shanti can shield them.
Yeah, so it's easier for them to advance faster. While with
but those are also the ones that are closest to the Citadel. Yeah. The first thing we see is God kicking a man off his horse to steal the horse.
Yeah, they're like, we need to go faster.
Yes.
I want this no hump because they're going super fast and he's basically just running over the humans.
Yeah. Like, Strongbow, you have your wolf, just go on a wolf, we take the no hump, this will go so fast. Like, it's really, really clever, but no one else than these two would have thought of doing that.
No, I also like that he basically calls the horse fat. Because he's like, this beast is way wider than a stag.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, it's not the same animal.
It's a horse.
It's actually built to be riding.
Yeah. But as they like run through the street, they actually run past Shuna's dad. And he's like, huh? Did you see something? I could swear it did. No, I guess it's nothing because I can see anything now.
Yeah, everything in his head is like, I'm gonna kill my brat because
I'm so mad. And the next thing we see, he kicks in the door to his house.
Yeah, it's like, where's Shuna? Has she been here all the time? Have you really like supported her?
Did you know she was coming and going? Did you know where she was? Do you know where she is?
He'll drain my blood just because it's here. Yeah, and it's like he says it's here, not like she or Shuna. Yeah.
She's at it now. And then he beats his wife to death.
Yep.
And even though it says that she had boiling water on the kettle right next to her, but she could not bear herself to hurt the person that she loved, even though he's so cruel to her.
Yeah, and it was kind of strong too, though, because she could have saved herself by telling where Shuna was. Or doing, or like she knew where Shuna was.
She probably would have died anyway, though. I don't think that he would have let her live if she told the truth.
Most people, when they know they're gonna die, they try everything to not make it happen.
Yeah, but I think that she already knew, like, there's no helping it. No matter what I say, he's going to beat me to death.
But she said, though, when Shuna ran away the first time, she was like, oh, help me God, like, what have you done?
Yeah, this is going to be my death.
Yeah.
Shuna is like thinking a lot about like, oh, should I hide myself? Should I pretend to be a man? Should I wear this helmet to disguise myself? And all of them are like, no, let them see who you are.
But some of the people are saying to her, like, quick, Shuna, you must hide. The Djun knows of you. Like, they're after you. So if they find you, they're gonna take you. Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily say like hide your appearance because you're a girl. No, like we don't want you to die. But she's like thinking, must I disguise myself, hide again, and be like, spirits, can you guard me? And she sees them running on the roof and she thinks, yes, you heard me. Yeah, she's like, oh, that was a sign, or you're watching over me. They're like, no, we're not. We're just running away. So dangerous, beloved. The path that the young human has chosen. The tallest tower, Cutter said. Wonder which one, because they're really fucking far away. I wonder which one. There's just one tallest tower, though. So yeah, but like they said, wonder. The tallest tower we can see from here may not be the tallest one. True. But I love their interaction when they like jump down from the walls, because they jump into like these burglars. Like even the Firefingers have their trolls. Yep.
I love
They
that.
do.
Oh, like other burglars, they're trolls.
They're just thinking about them as trolls because the trolls always goes after shiny things.
Yeah,
And you see
and
that
they
they have like the
steal.
candelabra and
Yeah, they're like scavengers. Elves doesn't care for trinkets or gold or anything like that, and these humans just running around stealing valuables, and that's so foreign for the for the elves.
Tristamp and Clearbrook can smell the piece-hounds.
Yeah,
And they're like gathering together to like be a stronger team. I don't know. I didn't
they've
think they
kind
were
of gotten
that
a
smart.
leader that is gonna he has a plan. Instead of running around chasing the elves, they're gonna like hunt them.
Yeah, and this is where we can see there is at least 7 that is still alive.
Yes, we can clearly count 7 of them.
Yeah, and there could still be more. Maybe they have made more, or maybe there was math that we couldn't do because we don't speak elf numbers.
Yeah, 8
And 1.
and 1 sounded like 9, but
Yeah. Obviously
whatever.
not.
And we can see Aurora sending the Cutter. Cutter, help. How did you get past the tall ones? Like, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Because they can see like the rebellion going on, and the elves
basically
are
a wall of them.
Yeah, and they're setting buildings on fire and everything. So an answer with speed.
And strength. And Shanti's shield, of course.
Like, oh, that's something everyone has.
just like run fast toward them and they will move, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, we don't have speed.
Strongbow's got an armed no hump. Call on him for the speed and strength we need. Yes.
Yeah. And I love it when they come around. They're just like, jump on, hold on, friends. And then they're like too slow. I don't know. Mender just make it on the back of the horse.
And Flam just catches the horse's
and he noticed
tail.
he's like too slow jumping on. He's like, oh mother. But they don't have time to stop, so just hang on.
They just run for it, and then they catch like the river with this big wall and the drawbridge and everything. And like, what do we do now? And then Cutter, Shantae, and the other troll and the wolf are in the water.
Yeah, but isn't it because they were protecting themselves from the guy shooting?
No, they were trying to climb the wall.
Oh, okay.
They have a shield. They don't need to protect themselves.
True that. I looked at it as like, oh, they're like, because when you're underwater, the arrow can't hit you that good and all that.
No. They're trying to get over there. So they're trying to climb the wall. So all 3 of them, or 4 of them if you count the wolf, are in the water.
Got it. I like pedaling or the preserver though. Be like, big thing, shoot many sticky sticks.
Yes.
Doesn't sound that dangerous.
Nighting a dig, try swim to wall. No good.
It's like, doesn't sound too dangerous. Like, let me shoot you with sticky sticks.
Yes. And hiding and dig, try swim to wall. No good.
No good.
Like, you guys are failing hard, and I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah, I could just fly up, but I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough to carry you all.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying this. You guys go on ahead.
But Aurora is actually helping them. She actually says like that she don't like killing people.
Yeah.
But she's at least like gonna
disarm.
She's gonna disarm the guard so he can't shoot on them anymore, and actually also open the drawbridge. Yeah,
because she says that I know her tall ones, and she says it in the human language, like, I won't hurt you, I just want to take the drawbridge down. But the stupid human drops the torch, and somehow there must be gasoline on this drawbridge.
Something. Because
the drawbridge catches fire in like a millisecond.
Yeah, but it could be, in old times, they used some kind of oil to protect the wood from rotting faster. So it could be something like that.
But if it's kind of stupid putting that on the drawbridge if that is very, very flammable.
But it is. But they used that before because they didn't have paint, you know? So they have like some kind of oily stuff that they put on. So
Yeah.
it will protect him from weather and rotting and all that kind of stuff. So could be.
Yeah. So they decide like, oh, we have to get over this drawbridge because the piece-hounds are behind us and we need to get away from them. And we need to get to this tower.
Yeah.
So all of them, like, in one way or another, runs over the drawbridge.
But Clarebrook and Tree Stump is a little too slow. They get it a little later than the others.
Yeah, because they were very, very far away.
So they don't manage to get to the drawbridge before the piece-hounds. So they need help to get through the piece-hounds and over the burning bridge.
Yes, because at this point the piece-hounds are in between them.
Yeah.
What would you think would be the easiest way?
I would swim. I don't know.
I would take a Rory and make her fly them over.
Yeah, but that might take some time, and then a Rory flying over, they would like lead the attention of the piece-hounds to the ones that was left. There are 2 elves and 2 wolves. Like, I think a Rory can only take one at a time.
Yeah, that's true. But
still, like, you see, Cutter is helping Drub.
Yeah, Drub.
Who's
Troll.
Drub? Oh. They have more trolls?
There's 2, Flam and Drub.
Oh, the lady troll.
The lady troll's Drub.
Yeah, like, he's helping her up from the water.
Yeah.
So, like, you could say Aurora can come and get Tree Stump. The wolves and Clarebrook will jump in the water and the other one will help them up.
Yeah.
But instead, someone has to go on a suicide mission because they are tired of living.
I love Drub's response though when Cutter's pulling her up. Good thing we're wet.
Yeah,
because that means the fire don't catch.
Yeah. But I love, like, when Flam is running over the bridge too, he's like, oh dang, because he doesn't have any shoes or anything. So he's like, hot. fuck. Running over.
I can imagine seeing the person running over like, fuck.
Yeah, I imagine that too. I was like, oh dang. I was like, that would be so fun to start to say when you fucked up a little bit. You just, instead of like, fuck, you're like, oh dang.
I don't think I could do that at work.
Well, with the kids, it would sound so innocent though, until they realize what you're actually saying.
I mean, it's a little, like 100 kids running on saying that.
That would be fun though. So much better than fuck.
Yeah. Someone decides a suicide mission is the only way to go.
Which I'm like, I understand you're go-backs and you want other people to dance for you.
Yeah, and you want to go out in this big, brilliant fight because that's how you die the best.
But right now, I'm just a little bit, why are you so selfish? There is not many of you on your side on this battle.
No.
You need every elf that you can get.
Yeah.
You can kill yourself in the last battle. This is basically the first battle to get the palace back. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, if both Crim and Scott were to go out there, both of them may die.
Yeah, but not both of them went out. Just Scott went out. I think none of them should have gone out. Like,
I agree with that.
Or he could have still survived, you know, because when Clarebrook and Tree Stump was safely over the bridge, he could have run after them, but he was like, no.
I will fight this fight. This isn't my fight.
I'm gonna stand in the flames, burn to death, and kill piece-hounds who can also just die in the flames. They don't need me to kill them in the flames.
No. And it's such a touching moment. We must bring in the 2 elders. Right. They're the closest thing to high ones we have. You and Pike make it a good dance. No, just Pike.
And he basically pushes her off the horse.
Yeah, and I imagine being with quite a hit. So she's kind of out cold, because I think that if she wasn't out cold, she would just run in the fire after him.
Yeah. She would.
Yeah.
But also, it wouldn't be such a heroic go back death if she just ran after him instead of Because now Scott is the one actually saving Clarebrook and Tristamp. If
Yeah.
she just run after Scott, she's not the one actually helping saving them, so it's not a heroic death.
No.
It's just a stupid I'm running into fire death.
Yeah, but once they're over, Drab and Flam try to close the drawbridge. But the chains break because the wood is too charred at this point.
Yeah. We see like at the end that it basically just like fall to the river too, like it can't hold anything anymore.
Yeah. But 2 piece-hounds actually manage to make it across the bridge.
Mm-hmm. And while the bridge like falls to the river, Scott is like crying, laughing. I don't like. It looks like she's smiling. She's crying.
He's crying, smiling. He.
Krim, is that a he?
Scott?
No, I'm talking about Krim.
Oh yeah, no. Krim is like celebrating Scott's life.
Yeah, because she's like in the palace. It's basically like, now you're in the palace, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, and Scott and but I just like, it's so much mixed feelings. She's like crying, smiling, laughing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they just like try to celebrate his life, because the last thing that he yells is he howls, and Krim, we meet in the palace.
But look at the blisters on his
Yeah,
face. His
like,
hair is burning. Like, oh my god. That's not an heroic death in my mind. That's a painful death.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's terrible. And
he probably drowns too. Because
yeah,
he's still alive when the bridge collapses.
If he's still conscious when he hits the water.
Yeah, but it's not that far down to the water.
No, but Cutter tries to like run in there.
Mm-hmm.
But Krim just tells him like, no, don't deny him this.
But when he's ready to run in there, Scott is basically gone. It would be a huge job for Mender to heal him at this point.
Yeah.
They should have pulled him out way sooner.
Yeah, but Mender does something. And he pain sends to the wolf.
This is the first time.
To the hound. Yeah, he calls it pain send.
Yeah.
It's the first time they've actually put a name to like the evil healing. Mm-hmm. But as everything, like all the piece-hounds are dead. But as the battle is over, the drawbridge has fallen and everything, they like turn around. Everything is silent. And there's humans behind them.
They have been seen, but the humans are not eager to fight because they're like, they killed the hounds that easy. What are they gonna do with us?
That wild being who can slay the Djun's hounds. What will they do to them? Like,
yeah,
nothing.
If you don't do them anything, they won't do you anything. So.
No, they're not there to kill you. They're there to try to get their palace back.
Yeah. They probably will kill the Djun though, but if you want to go, you can go.
But he's a cruel man.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve to live.
No.
But back in the Lover Citadel and the rebellion, Shuna's father has finally caught up to them.
Yeah, and he basically sees Shuna right away because it's not hard to not see her. She's basically the only one in armor on an armed horse, so...
Yeah, among the rebellion, she's the only one that's riding. The other ones are foot soldiers.
Yeah.
And he just like hates her and tells her that she's damned and
when he's like pushing or like hitting her, pushing her off the horse, he's like, curse the day you were got.
Yeah.
It's not curse the day you were born, curse the day you were got. Like, curse the day I fucked your mother and my sperm went into your mother.
Yeah.
It's not like curse the day you were born. And like curse like 9 months before you were born.
Yes.
Like, I
curse me ever fucking your mom.
Yeah. Basically, they were not fucking that much because she was an only child. There is not a lot of protection these days.
No contraception.
Nope.
But she realizes that he killed her mom. And she gets this crazy power surge. And she like throws him over her shoulder and is about to kill him.
Yeah, she should have just killed him right there and then, though, instead of like dragging him off the horse and throwing him off the horse, because she's knocked out.
Yes, by someone from behind.
And they're like, we have to have her alive.
Yeah, the Djun wants her alive.
Yeah, so we're not gonna kill her.
No, we can't kill her. So for the next episode, we're going to talk about shards number 11 and 12.
So until next time, go recognize a troll.